Yeah, we on the five. Welcome back to the Barbershop Talk Podcast. I'm your man Cap.
That new whip got no keys. Tell my clothes no starch, please. Soon as I nut, you can go leave. Got M's in the bank like yes, indeed. Cartier glasses, I won't even peek at you. Yellow Ferrari like Pikachu. I got him waiting and watching what he gon' do.
Today's real special because we got two people that I really started this shit with. You know what I'm saying? When I say I started this shit, I'm talking about the YouTube, putting my thoughts on social media, putting my thoughts on YouTube and everything, SoundCloud. It started through a show called Open for Discussions. It's not often you see people start some shit together, start a project, and you're not doing the same project, but everyone's still supporting people. And that's just genuine. And for that, I can legit, I don't use this word a lot, but I can legit say I love them. You know what I'm saying? You're now rocking with Matt, Cap, and Candace. Hey. Open for discussions in the building, man. It's been a while. Yeah, I mean, I really wanted this to happen for a long time. It's dope to me because we all started together years ago. You remember the year?
I don't know.
I don't either, so I don't even worry about it. But we started together years ago and shit. And what's dope is that we started something together. We made something pop. And then everybody branched off, did their own thing. Candace started doing her play radio thing. And, you know, me and Matt continued to support her. I'll call up on shows as comrade. You know what I'm saying? Comrade. And then me and Matt did the Barbershop Talk thing. And then, you know, we'll send the show to Candace. And first thing Candace would say is, okay, so I took notes. You know what I mean? And that means she got constructive criticism. And it's dope because I know that her shit is literally constructive. It's not just, I want to hate on you. It's, I want y'all shit to do better, and this is the way that I feel y'all could do it. And she still does it with me to this day on the show. And Matt always sends me texts like, yo, don't be afraid to do this. Don't be afraid to do that. So that's why I don't use the word at all. I mean, I don't use that word loosely, but I can literally say I love them. But what's going on with y'all, man?
I'm gonna say I'm about to cry.
That was
real sentimental. That was very beautiful. But I am gonna say I feel some type of way that I'm just now getting on the show.
We only like 5 shows.
We like 5 shows.
We only 5 shows. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
But you gotta like schedule with her because she's busier than Michelle Obama.
Exactly. Now, we could have had you on like a year ago. You fucking, you know what I mean? You too busy.
Too busy.
But I wanted to ask you. You said we helped you get your thoughts on social media. Were you talking THOTS or?
Whoa!
Because he didn't say it.
This is what we're not gonna do.
He said thoughts.
This ain't 2014. We ain't gonna try to expose me on every show. Y'all made a living off of trying to expose me on every show. No, Candace.
You didn't say thoughts.
Candace, how you been, Candace? What you been up to?
I'm doing good. I feel like I need to give you a hug. I haven't seen you. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me on the show.
No, definitely. What you been up to? What's new, man?
I've been working, man. I took a little break from the radio because we all have different projects that we're working on. So I'm working on something big right now. Can't say too much about it because I don't want anyone to steal my ideas.
I wanted you to, but go ahead.
I mean, we'll get into it briefly, but you know, I've just been working, man. Just trying to keep pushing.
That's what's up. My man Euro Cakes over there, you know what I'm saying? Matt been traveling, Matt just graduated. So Matt, I see you in Colombia, I see you in Europe and all of that. Yeah. Tell me about your travels, bro.
New alias, Worldwide Cakes. But yeah, man, it's a big world out here, so I'm just out here just touching every single place I can. I need a lot of passports, so you know. I'm on my whole shit right now, my nigga.
Hold on, did you say whole shit or whole shit?
Oh shit.
Hold on. Are we gonna do this whole episode now? Yo, but Matt, so I seen you in Colombia.
Yeah.
I don't want to get away from that because what I saw was kind of dope. You was in a classroom with a bunch of Colombian children, and you was teaching the class like, yo.
Breaking news just for your podcast. Breaking news. It's fan. So I went to Colombia and it was I got a chance to be in a classroom setting and teach kids English and just, you know, share my experience and explain to them the importance of education because, you know, there's some of these kids who's like 16 years old in the 3rd grade. You know what I'm saying?
16?
21 as a senior, 22 as a senior. Some of the teachers are 22, 23 years old. So, you know, there's some instances where there's students that's older than the teachers, and there's fucking seniors. And what that experience taught me, it validated the fact that I want to be a teacher. That's my profession. Like, that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. Or I want to be in the education field. So that felt like that experience right there just was like, that was God telling me, yo, this is where you're supposed to be. And just my ability to have an impact in the classroom, in a country where I don't even speak the native language, and I still was able to have an impact, was crazy. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? So Columbia was like by far like a life-changing. It definitely defined where I'm transitioning from my career. So Columbia was fucking crazy.
So I'm kind of in interview mode, but I got a question.
Go ahead, yo, listen, yo, Candace.
You're Haitian, your family's from Haiti.
100%.
Why did you pick Colombia of all countries that you went to visit?
Columbia was, so I got asked as part with my school to do a study abroad program. So this is the first study abroad program at my school, and I was selected to be a part of this group. And at first I kind of didn't want to go, but I was just like, you know, like, number one, I need the vacation, and number two, I was like, I don't know what doors this is gonna open for me. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. And actually, when I was in Europe, that's when I booked the ticket for Colombia. So right around like October, November, I was like, yo, I was talking to my cousin. I was like, yo, should I book the ticket right now? And she was like, you might as well. So I was like, yo, the new thing to do is when you're on vacation, you book the next vacation.
I like
so
that.
that been my whole new wave right now is booking vacations while you're on vacations.
Well, that's
fancy.
litty, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, when I was looking at what you was doing in Colombia, that shit hit my heart, because you in a whole nother country, but you dealing with people that look like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those classrooms, those children that look like us, but they in Colombia.
The crazy thing is like a lot of that's because of my skin color. That's why I was able to have my connection, because the kids is looking at me like, yo, we exactly the same. So like a lot of the students is like, mi hermano, and they're pointing at their skin color, and I'm like, yeah, me and you are the same. It don't matter that I'm from America and you from Colombia. Like, we're exactly the same. Like, this right here don't change nothing. Like, the language barrier don't change nothing. Yeah, a big language barrier. But like I said in my reflection video, is there's no language barrier when the language you speak is love, and that's the, you feel me?
That's dope, because I know your calling is to save the world, you know what I'm saying? I know Candace's calling is to be seen to the world, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to see that y'all doing y'all thing. But I got an old question for y'all. Do y'all remember how Open for Discussions first got put together?
I remember.
Go ahead. I need to hear the story from both of y'all. Go ahead, man.
So I remember me and you was doing a lot of like texting and phone calls, and we probably spent like 2 hours, maybe we just finished doing a bid, 2 hours on the phone, and I'm like, and then I was like, yo, you know when you on the phone and you start walking around the whole entire crib, you know what I'm saying? Doing mad laps, nigga. I say, yo, my nigga, I'm on my 13th lap. I think we need to turn this shit into a show. And then I was like, yo, you know what would be lit? If we had Candace hosting this shit.
Yeah.
And you was like, I don't know if she's gonna do it.
I ain't think we was lit enough for Candace to fuck with us.
And I was like, nah, bro. I think we solid right now. Like, Candace is lit. Like, we good.
I wasn't there for that part. I just
you were
phone call or the email.
Yeah, no, that's why I love to hear your part. So that's what you got. So basically, that's my story. We used to have conversations about real shit that I couldn't have with my regular niggas because they too turned up. So I'm like, yo, oh no. So I'm like,
how did y'all meet each other? Like, let's go.
Well, me and Matt come from the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
How did y'all meet Candace?
The gangway.
Yeah, so we actually was, so we used to we was on this making money scheme shit led by my man Cool. You know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Kern. So Kern brought us together. We used to try to come up with different schemes to make money and shit like that. But it got to the point where me and Matt connected because we was like, you gotta kind of find a passion for something you want before you can make the money. You know what I'm saying? And me and Matt was passionate about our thoughts. So we'll have
THOTS.
Oh my God!
Yo, that's
yeah, because that's all I keep hearing every time he says that. Because
Back
it's
then?
out of his mouth.
Back then I was passionate about my thoughts and my thoughts.
Thoughts.
Alright, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So Matt and I was passionate about our thoughts.
I was passionate about both of the thoughts.
Yeah. Both of us were. So Matt definitely brought it up. Yo, this is a show. Because I was frustrated by the fact that I could have these conversations with Matt, but I couldn't have these conversations with my niggas because the conversations weren't the shit that they were into. So Matt said a way that we could get people to join the conversation is to put the shit on TV. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. And he said, let's do it in like a first take type format. And we're gonna need to find a lady to moderate and give a female perspective and all that other stuff. He said, I know the perfect one, Candace. I knew who Candace was. You know what I'm saying?
You did? Because I didn't know you like that.
Whoa!
I didn't know you like that.
Keep that on the camera. Keep
So
that on the camera.
I didn't know you like that.
That's because there was a day we were supposed to do. We were supposed to meet at the
beach.
Castle Island.
We're supposed to
Oh, and you
And y'all niggas didn't show up.
No, I showed up.
No, I said not y'all.
You didn't show up.
I was with Kern though. Kern didn't show up. We're putting it on Kern.
What was y'all doing?
I don't know if they
I
was
was
so.
we went to Juve.
That's exactly what
So
you did.
I was there, and that's when I met Candace, and she was like, "Yo, where your boys at?"
And I was like, this is extremely unprofessional. I did not work.
That's
like
the shit
this.
I would have been on.
She definitely did that, and I was pissed because
I was there
when I
right
finally
down the
woke Kern up, Matt hit us like, yo, she already left, dog. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, y'all was wasting time.
So I knew Candace was a big person, but I knew she was like a big Boston voice. So I'm like, when Matt brought up Candace, I'm like, nah, she ain't gonna fuck with us, though. We just came up with this idea. He's like, I'm still gonna send her the email, my nigga. We can get it. Bang. A week later, he was like, yo, she agreed. I'm like, okay, cool.
And I got the email.
Go ahead. Now you
And
take
you
over.
guys were like, oh, we want to do a first take type of thing. So the first thing I'm like, first take, that sounds like sports. Like, so I did my research. And y'all referred to me as Mini Oprah, so that kind of worked in your favor. But I was with it because I was just coming off a show. I was hosting a show on BNN at the time, and things didn't quite work out. Some legal situations happened, and so yeah, I was down for it.
Yeah.
Y'all had good ideas. It sounded like good conversation.
I remember that first meeting you came through in the trench coat.
I did come in a trench coat with clothes on. It was
I should have brought the trench coat.
I'm just asking, was it raining? It had to be raining.
I don't know. Can Candace finish the story? Is that the end? So you?
Yeah, and were both of you there at that meeting?
We were at my
remember.
house.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember the trench
It's
coat.
always weird
so
for me when I'm going into meetings because I don't know like how professional I can be and how real I can be, and I wasn't sure what I was getting from you two. But yeah, I could have took off the trench coat and left it at home dealing with y'all.
Oh shit!
I will say this. One thing I did love about Open for Discussions is because I fell in love with Candace too. I thought she was like so fucking dope. I was like, oh my god, this girl, like, to be like with two guys, and not to say that men have any type of power, but sometimes if you can sometimes get, you know, men get their egos and then they get passionate about something, they get louder. Sometimes the feminine voice gets drowned, and I felt like Candace was the perfect balance of like she held her own.
Always.
And she dominated. I have to say she dominated.
Yeah,
She ran the show, and she kept me coming back for more. I'm not gonna lie, it was her, it wasn't you guys.
Just like a woman.
Like, no, not even just because she's a woman. Like, I really like fell in love with her. I was like, oh my god, who is this girl? Like, she's
But I think that was like the best part for it because, you know, dealing with two guys, first of all, you both have very strong opinions. You both are very passionate.
very strong personality.
And very strong personalities. And you two sometimes disagree, but, you know, you stuck to your guns, you know? So it was very interesting for me to be able to mediate a conversation between two very passionate men.
I don't want to cut you off. You didn't just mediate. You was the host. You was the mediator.
Y'all made me cry.
We did the editing.
She was the editor. She put the notes together.
We just showed up.
Yeah, we just literally showed up. Me and Matt was the cool playboy type nigga, the lovable teddy bear that girls can ask questions to, and I was just the fucking the fucking controversial type. You know what I mean? You did all the work. You put everything together. You know what I mean? So look, I had fun with the Open for Discussions. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here in this barbershop tonight talk about some crazy
That's very
shit.
true. And just to piggyback off that, I got on Play Radio because of Open for Discussions. When Herb reached out to me about being on Play Radio, he told me he watched our episode about Freddie Gray and the Baltimore riots and everything, and that's when he was like, I want to bring you on as my co-host. So,
nice.
you know,
That's dope.
everything's getting us to me.
Keep leveling up. Everybody leveling up.
The crazy thing about that is that was the entire plan. Is this was supposed to open doors for everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that's why when she was like, yo, I got this opportunity, we was like, yo, this is what we set the whole thing up for, is for us to get other opportunities. Like that's just lit.
That's just lit. Yo, it's lit that we started something together, and years later, we still fuck with each other. Now, one more question before we get into the bullshit topics.
Let's get it.
What is y'all favorite moments? Name one favorite moment for O4D from that era.
Yo.
And
Wait,
everybody,
but
I
I do
encourage
have a
everybody to
personal
go back
question
and
that I wanna
look up
ask.
the Open for Discussions videos. We had some fun on there.
I'm gonna say right now, the best moment is the first episode.
No, that wasn't my best moment.
I feel like that set the tone for everything else. That laid the groundwork for everything else. We talking about side chicks, my nigga.
That was real.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. It's a couple other podcasts that I didn't listen to that started with the side chicks. That started with the side chick topic. And to me, they definitely was taking notes from what we was talking about. Cause we had the fucking heat, my nigga. We had the fucking heat. You know what I'm saying? I'm arrogant as fuck. I already know that.
Yo, bro,
but I'm just being the real as shit. I see like 3-4 podcasts, and they all started with, let's talk about side chicks. I said, where the fuck did these niggas get that shit from? Where the fuck niggas get that from?
Whose idea was it to talk about side chicks? I don't remember.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine. It definitely wasn't mine. I wanted to talk about
It was cuffing season. It was cuffing season.
All of our decisions on what the topic was a collective. Definitely was.
But it was cuffing. We might have just said, yo, it's cuffing season. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. I was weird about that.
Or side chick season.
Because I'm coming from talking about like
real being and shit.
Yeah, you know, we ain't talking about side chicks, so that's why I won't say it wasn't my favorite, but you know, it was also weird because we didn't really have any real chemistry. Like I didn't really know you guys like that, so we weren't comfortable.
But you couldn't tell on camera. I just want you to know that you couldn't tell.
Really?
Because I really thought like, like the way, like I had to ask because the way you guys just broke down the story, I would have thought you somehow knew Twist because you went to school with him, maybe in middle school or elementary school, and the same for him. Like I would have never known that you guys didn't know each other, didn't go that far back. Like you would have never known. That's how much chemistry y'all did have.
On the first episode?
Yes.
I felt like that was our
and I can think like
that episode had the most views.
It definitely did because it's a topic that everyone can talk about and relate to.
Exactly.
But I don't know. I just felt like it was.
What was your favorite moment?
What was my favorite?
Like when we push it into like my favorite is like that whole the promo preparation, because remember we was in the hood, like just that whole bro, it was lit. We had
a lot of struggles. We had a lot of roadblocks. I think my favorite was like further in when we started to do fun stuff like Take It to the Street. And we started to get people who were just walking by involved in things like that.
No, explain that to the people.
So we decided to take the conversation from our room. I don't think we ever really had a name for it, but we decided to take the conversation from the room to the streets and just get people involved in what we were talking about, just to get a different perspective from my own and Caps and Matt's or whatever. But I do have a question for y'all. When I always think about this. Did you guys feel some type of way when I told y'all that I was gonna go work for Play Radio?
Yeah, I'll answer first. When you first said you was gonna work for Play Radio, I was expecting it. I was expecting it sooner though.
I didn't leave Open for Discussion when I started.
You did.
My intention was never to.
You were still doing both, and you was trying. You only let us know. First off, you were a real one because you asked us if we was comfortable with you.
Yeah. Cause y'all was my team.
Exactly. And I'm like, damn, she didn't need to do that. Like she about to be on the radio. Then then it went from that to you just scheduling it so that you could do play radio, but you still held your what's the word I'm looking for? Your fucking commitment to open for discussions,
Right, yeah.
which I love and I respect you for that.
Yeah.
I didn't feel no type of way because I felt some type of way on the strength that I'm like, damn, someone just now noticed how lit she is. Like someone just now tried to steal her from us. So that's the only way I felt, just like some type of way. But other than that, both me and Matt just knew, like, yo, nigga, Candace is the life of this party, nigga. She's fucking LeBron James. Alright, bang. We about to get into the bullshit part of the episode. This is where we talk about, we get into our lineup and everything. And it was funny because I remember bringing this up on the Open for Discussions show where, you know, I know Candace didn't agree with it. And she tried to bring it up to Matt and try to turn Matt against me. But basically, I
definitely tried to do that on a lot of episodes.
Yeah, you definitely did that. But basically I said it's impossible to call someone a friend if you met them after the age of 21. Because
I still disagree.
We use that word too loosely, and I feel like you have to really grow up with somebody, right? Now, I bring that up to bring this up. Your man Kevin Hart, right? Call somebody a friend after he met them as an adult, and now the nigga is in court with the man because this man went out and tried to extort him. You know what I'm saying? This man is a guy that Kevin Hart met as an adult, and then he brought him into his inner circle, and because he brought him into the inner circle, a lot of shit happened where Kevin Hart's marriage was in jeopardy and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he did that because I feel like he suffered that because he let a nigga in his circle that he didn't know before the age of 21. How y'all feel about that shit? Cause I've been avoided.
Who's gonna speak about this first?
I disagree.
Why Candace down there? We'll go.
Before
Number
Candace
one.
talks.
Hold on. No. Number one. Hold on. I disagree. I disagreed with you then, and I disagree with you now. That's Kevin Hart's problem. Because he probably didn't know the person that he was calling a friend. I am 20 and some change, and I met Brooke after the age of 21, and
How old were you when you met Brooke?
After 21.
Hold
on, it doesn't matter. He said after 21. After 21. Close to 30.
Okay.
Mid-20s.
Okay.
And she is someone who I can definitely consider, or is someone that I definitely consider my best
Brooke,
friend.
pull out your
Hold
phone.
on.
Show us your text messages.
Hold on.
Let's see you talking about Candace.
Hold on. There were people.
I'm on the fifth with the text messages. You ain't about to get us caught up in your shit.
Thank you. Hello, there are a couple people who I had as friends for 14 plus years that did some real dirty shit to me that I don't have a relationship with now that I can't consider a friend. And Brooke, who I've known for a few years, has been more of a friend to me than those people were.
Shout out to Brooke for fierce female.
Shout out to Brooke.
And
that's my dog.
all the women clap.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And hold on, let me tell you why. Hold on, another reason why I disagree with you is because I met both you and you after the age of 21, and you are two people that I consider to be my real friends.
Boop.
So now I feel some type of way about you. Now I feel some type of way about you because you met me after 21. So what are you trying to say?
Let me just defend myself and then we'll go straight to you.
Fine.
This is why I feel like.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. I met you after 21. Do you consider me to be your friend?
Don't put me
Or
on.
do you consider me to be your business partner or your associate? Like, what is it? Because I really feel some type of way right now.
Okay, sounds like somebody.
Because you met me after 21. No, never mind. Actually, I got too hyped.
No, answer the question. Do you consider me to be a friend?
At the beginning of the show, I used the 4-letter word.
Hold on, and you like to do shit like this. You avoid the motherfucking questions.
Answer the fucking question. Don't say when you're out of this place.
This is my turn.
Don't say when you're out of it. Answer the question.
Ain't shit ever changed between
At all.
Do
This
you
feel like I'm more
consider
open for
me?
discussion.
Answer the question. Yes or no. It's a simple yes or no
You are a
question.
true friend.
Okay, true.
You are a true
So
friend.
therefore, you're
So
contradicting
you just
yourself.
contradicted yourself. You don't even agree with your own self.
That's why we have thieves around.
Yeah, put that shit on your forehead.
Put it up.
Put that shit on your forehead.
Right there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright.
all by myself.
Reason why I say what I say is because I feel like a friend, you can't call somebody a friend unless you know that person. So with me, reason why I call people that I know as kids friends is because they actually know me. They see me as a child and they see me grow into a man. Not everybody is the same as adults as they were as children. So I say that to say this. I have friends in my circle who are snakes. I have friends in my circle who is the worst of the worst, but I got friends who in my circle are the best of the best. Reason why I will never get caught up by the snakes is because I know them. And because everybody has flaws, I have flaws. And niggas who keep me in their circle with my flaws, it's like they only keep me in their circle because they know me and they know I know his flaws, so I'm not gonna allow him to even be, I'm not gonna allow him to expose his flaws. I know what his flaws is, so I'm gonna keep him to a point where I'm not gonna allow him to fuck up.
But
So,
yeah,
so
that's not your friend.
Let me finish.
I just got one question after
Let me just
that.
finish.
I'm sorry, Jamil. I got one question.
let me just throw this out there.
Chop chop.
Now, I don't. So I say that to say this, right? The Kevin Hart shit, right? I feel like if he would have grew up with him, he would have seen the shiesty shit as children. You know what I'm saying? It starts off with a little bag of chips. Niggas show they say people's personalities show at the age of 3. So if you fuck with somebody at the age of 12, they're gonna show you who they are. Now, if you love that person, we all have family members that we love that we know they far from perfect, but we can't choose family. So it's like with friends, people I grew up with, if I know your flaws, I'm gonna keep you at a certain distance according to your flaws. You know what I'm saying?
I need that camera.
I disagree.
There's two different types of people out here in this world, right? We grow up a little different. There's people that grow up together in the hood, and there's people that grow up bouncing around because their parents have fucked up situations. When you're growing up like that, you don't understand that real hood loyalty shit, you know what I'm saying? So you take that shit on with you when you grow up as an adult. You say, these are my friends forever. If a couple of my friends did me wrong, I just have less friends now. You know what I'm saying? I just have less friends. Now my circle's a lot smaller now. And other people, I call them friends because they're nice to me for now. I don't know their real background, you know what I'm saying? They might have told me a couple things, but I didn't see it for myself. I can't go so much off of what you told me. You know what I'm saying? I know you and Brooke have been mad cool for a couple years, and y'all just going off of what y'all said to each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's not true. Exactly. There are a lot of actions.
I'm sure there have been a lot of actions, but not as much as.
But this is where my question asked, like, is it the honesty of a child? Like, children don't lie. Or is it, like, people create a persona as to what they want to be when they're adults. So you're taking what they want to be as being your friend. Like, is that the trust issues of that?
Look, what I'm saying though, real quick, I don't agree with that simply off of the fact, off of the weekend I had. My best friend, one of my bestest friends, Justine, shout out to Justine. I met her at 23, 24 years old, and she's one of the most loyal people I have ever come across. I've been at her wedding, and this weekend was all about her.
How did she grow up?
What do you mean?
How did she grow up? Did she grow up like in the neighborhood? Like in the
She grew up in the neighborhood, but we didn't meet each other until we were 24.
So wait, as you flip that, right?
Yeah.
Candace grew up in a 2-parent home. My parents are fucking wild. These niggas is
So my
wild.
parents.
Did you bounce around?
I bounced the fucking around. Bounced around that I went to 4 different high schools. Bounced around that I can tell you all of fucking Massachusetts because I lived in mad different places. So my loyalty don't got nothing to do with what
I'm not questioning you.
No. But I'm just saying, like,
Can I say something?
I'm a friend because I give out what I want to receive.
Oh my God, I love you.
Everything that I give out, like, and it's not just with my friends, it's with my family, period. Whoever I'm interacting with, yo, as much as it will hurt me, I'd rather take the hurt than to make a person hurt. Because I know what it feels like to feel that pain. Whether it's from a friend, a family, whatever.
I feel like Brooke and I have known each other longer than the few years that we've known each other.
And we've only known
based
each
on
other
our
for like 2-3
connection.
years.
And it's not just conversation, it's the way that Brooke has been there for me. Like, there was a time in my life when I wasn't working for 6 months, and Brooke was helping me pay my motherfucking bills. When there was no family and friends.
Shout out to
but it's vice versa. It goes beyond just a conversation and, you know, talking and getting to know each other. Like, there's a connection there. There's support there. You know, it's a real friendship. Like, there's a genuine love there. Like, yo, if you don't got it, I got it.
I got it.
Where
No
you
matter
fall
what.
short, I'm there for you.
It's you can't put no time frame on being somebody's friend.
Exactly.
Because I know people my whole life, and then people I just met, and I connected with more than people I know my whole life.
This is why I don't think you should hold the L to your head. I don't believe that men can be friends after 21. I believe men and women can be friends after 21 because I'm cool with her. I'm cool with Jamila, and this is my Scorpio sister right here. And I just met Brooke, like physically met Brooke today. I done heard stories about Brooke, but I just met Brooke today. So I don't think that men can be cool after 21 because of what you said. Like when you grow up in the neighborhood where all your friends, you
riding out.
like you already know, bro. All my niggas I didn't know 16 years, my nigga. There's no way in the world I can meet another dude and feel comfortable or feel, you know, open as I do with someone I done known since I was 13. It's impossible. With a woman, it's a little different.
Just to bring it back to open for discussion, we had this conversation about friendships on the last episode that never got posted. I watched it the other day, but I asked the question to these two, and he couldn't answer. The question was actually for Cap, and he couldn't answer it. So I'm gonna ask you again and see if you can answer it. You good with that? All right.
I like the fact that she's doing this too. I miss not having this much responsibility. No doubt. I miss not having this much responsibility.
All right.
So the question, stop talking.
Matt, I miss not having this much responsibility.
Yeah, you didn't have to do shit.
Oh no.
You just showed up.
I just showed up.
All right. You're on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
No, why would you do that to me
Two
right
people
now?
are drowning.
Why would you do that to me right now? We answered
Hold
that.
on. No, you didn't.
We answered
No,
that.
you didn't.
He
We
said
get,
with
we
his
get closer to the two people that are drowning, and you realize you only got enough room on the boat to save one person, and you realize that I'm drowning and Matt's drowning.
Damn.
Who the fuck you gonna save?
Who the fuck I'm gonna save?
He saved
I'm gonna
Matt.
keep it 100% thou wow with y'all.
Cause you didn't on open for discussion, so I hope
keep
you're
it
doing
thou wow
your
now
own
because I'm
show.
older.
Cause you're on your own show.
I'm older, I'm more mature, and
You're
I'm
on your
on my
own show. Okay.
If Matt and Candace were drowning and I'm on a boat that got room for 2 people and I needed to save one of them.
Wait, remember he assaulted me during this episode?
Remember that.
Remember that?
Alright, time out. Is this a bashing? Is this a bashing?
I'm just saying.
I didn't know this was a bashing.
He was so
Is this
frustrated
bashing?
by the conversation
Is it
that he
bashing?
assaulted me.
Because you're trying to make me choose between you and Matt.
So pick now.
Pick one now. You got a gun to your head. Pick one.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. A whole thou wow. Y'all ready for this? I got 2 spaces on the boat.
No, you don't. You got one. You can only.
But I'm taking up the
Okay,
space.
okay. No. And you can't off yourself for the sake of me and Matt.
Don't you fucking try to fuck up my shit! Don't you fucking try to fuck up my shit!
You cannot off yourself.
Hey, yo, no,
Yeah, you know
Let
how
me
much
finish. I ain't fucking with Candace.
30 years
This is what I would do. I would dive in the water.
No, you cannot.
I would swim to both of them and say, yo, look,
Who would you swim
there's
to
2
first?
spaces on that boat.
You're
Y'all
not
take that.
answering my question.
Y'all make it home.
You're
Don't
not-
worry about me.
You're not answering my
I
question.
just answered
No,
it.
you're not.
I won't risk my life. I won't risk my life. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. I'll push myself.
Wait, I never heard suicide sound so beautiful. I ain't never heard suicide sound so beautiful.
In all fairness, he did answer the question off camera.
What he said? You.
He said he would save Matt.
This Barbershop Talk podcast is always dominated by men. We got some strong female personalities, some women personalities, whatever. Let's talk about sex. Y'all start the conversation.
Jamila.
Everybody want to talk about sex because everybody has sex if you're an adult, right? So we have some great female energy, female personalities in the show. And during the break, we heard, you know, mostly all the women on the show say, well, I like sex. We heard someone say, I like sex, give it to me anyway. So
I'm waiting till marriage.
You waiting to marriage?
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, talk about before we die down the show. Let's talk about the person who said she liked it in every way. So can you describe?
Is she pulling up footage?
Exactly the 3 main ways you like it.
She was scrolling.
Name the 3 main ways you get off the quickest. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm all about being like the dominant. I like being on top. Like, I love riding dick. That's my favorite.
Hold on, talk about. Get in front of the camera. This is Candace.
She waited till marriage.
She waited till marriage. You know what I mean? Everybody's getting out here, son. Go ahead.
I like it because I feel like it's a dominant force.
One, I have control in that
I'm
position.
in control,
I
bitch.
know what the
You
fuck
my
I'm
bitch.
doing.
And I exactly. You my bitch. And I like.
Oh, you like the joystick? The joystick works.
It sounded
You like the
attractive
joystick?
to me because I'm waiting
You
till
like the
marriage.
joystick? I ain't mad at that.
I'm personally waiting till marriage, but that sounded very like attractive.
No,
Like, you know,
I
like
ain't waiting until marriage because what the fuck? What if I fell in love with this nigga? We never had sex and it's our wedding night and he's whack as shit. Then I'ma be forced to cheat on your ass because I can't live with bad
And you know what? And you know what? Time out. Let's bring this back to perspective. Okay, so this goes back.
Dick size and dick stroke is very important to me in a relationship. Because that's the only way I'm gonna know. Like, I'm not looking at nobody else because you bite me down properly.
Okay, so let's.
I don't get emotionally attached when it comes to sex. I say my sex is better when I'm emotionally involved with that person. But the only way you're gonna get me naked is you have to conquer my mind first. Unless I saw you, I was sexually attracted to you, and I was on a mission to just be like, yo, I'm fucking you. That's why I like I would go after younger niggas for that.
Alright, we're running out of time. We got 2 more women. I want to get their topics on sex because, you know what I mean? I think we need that tonight.
I said I was waiting till marriage, so Brooke, take that.
Oh, so she ain't gonna talk about it? Let's be honest.
Go ahead, yeah, let's be real.
So, as far as it goes, a lot of women will make excuses for the dick. Like,
What the hell does that mean?
what do you mean? If the dick is
What type
good,
of excuses?
oh, this shit will last forever.
Oh, that's real.
If the dick is good, this shit will last forever. Like,
You mean a relationship?
oh, it's not a relationship. Because if you're just fucking me,
You mean
we got a
a situation?
situationship.
Oh.
You're fucking me. And we have certain terms as to what this will
I think
be.
y'all give niggas too much credit.
No, you're completely right. You're completely right. Because guess what? It's like,
Yo, no, like I don't know.
I have emotions, but I suppress my emotions because the dick is so good that I know that
Y'all give niggas too much
you
credit.
don't want to make it seem so much because, excuse me, I'll be honest. As a Scorpio woman, I'm emotional as fuck. You don't call me. You don't fucking pay me attention, nigga. We got a fucking problem.
Y'all
So-
give them too much credit.
But is that somebody you're fucking or somebody you're involved with?
So wait. If I'm fucking with you, I'm involved with you.
Yeah,
No,
I'm giving you a part of my energy. I'm giving you a part of my energy. I'm giving you me. So I might not be like, oh my god, I want you to call me every day and I want you to do that. But guess what, nigga? When I fucking want that dick, I'm gonna call your ass. So I'm not gonna sit and say I'm not involved with them at that point. But
Yo, talk your shit, bro.
I use them to the extent that I want to use them.
Talk your shit, bro.
So, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm like every other woman, because they're not women like me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm one of
question.
other. But what?
How do you feel after?
After what?
After he just pipes and leaves.
So wait, there's certain niggas that I pipe and leave.
I respect your game.
There's certain niggas that I pipe and leave. Like, my niggas, that's what you're good for. And there ain't nothing else. I know that you're not gonna give me the emotion, or you're not gonna give me the feeling that I need. So therefore, I'm gonna keep it at that. Guess what? 2 o'clock in the morning.
You is array.
It's left the
You
club.
is array.
I'm doing my thing.
We're out of time. We're running out of time. Listen, moral of the story, everybody, sex is very, very important. So don't wait on having sex with someone you like. You know what I'm saying?
No.
No, that's the moral of the story. Don't wait on having sex with someone you like. Listen, it's been fun. This is what happens when Open for Discussions get in the building at the same motherfucking time.
You owe Candace an apology and I'm waiting for it.
Oh man, we ain't gonna get into all that. You know what I mean? We have
You
fun
gotta
tonight.
say what we have this. I'm disgusted by you, Twist.
Yeah, we have
I'm
fun.
disgusted by you.
Yeah, we encourage everybody to follow the YouTube channel, Barbershop Talk, and definitely follow the IG channel, the Barbershop Talk _. Candace, let everybody know where we can follow you.
You can follow me on all social media sites at Destin for TV. That's Destin, the number 4 TV. And Cap, I appreciate you for getting me on the show, even though it took like 15 episodes before I got here. I still love you nonetheless. But make sure y'all follow me. Got some dope shit in the works.
Ow, Matt, where can we follow you, bro?
I don't have any social media anymore.
All right now. Not right now.
So good luck finding me. But if you ever hear about me, I put fires out
His
for
number
you.
is 857 219.
Now listen, I want to thank the regulars that came in, you know what I'm saying? My man Matt, Jamila, Al.
It's Jamila. I'm sick of Jamila.
Dave, you know what I mean? Brooke.
It's my first time here.
I know.
Thank you guys.
You know what I'm
I love
saying? Snizzy in the back, everybody in the back who came through, we thank y'all. Thank you for another week. We holla at you.
Yeah. The dash is digi, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be.